Hey guys, I don't even know whether to say welcome back because I haven't even uploaded anything on this channel for a couple of months. I'm not gonna lie. And you know, since that time I've cut my hair. You probably can see a little change in my hairdo. I actually chopped it off quite a good length of it because it's been so freaking hot in Singapore lately. So it has grown out. It's lots of things have changed, and I thought I would just update you guys. I've gotten some comments, well, not that many, like one or two, but to the one or two that asked for, you know, just asked me like, what's up, is this channel dead? And I just thought that I wanted to address it since I do have some free time today. Those of you who kind of already know me and follow me on Instagram, which by the way is the most lit place, and it's the place where I update the most content. I think you already know that I am basically pretty swamped with work. I have been handed a lot more work than I thought I was gonna get at my workplace, and there's been some budget cuts as well, so basically I'm kind of doing a two-man job. When I started this channel, I was still a freelancer, and if you go way back, you know that I actually blogged quite a bit about my struggles as a freelancer, trying to find a job in an industry where I have never been a part of but have a passion for. Thankfully, I've actually landed a job. It's more in the digital realm, so I'm actually working a lot. I work through weekends. I also work on public holidays. Today is actually a public holiday. It is National Day. Way to go, Singapore. I still had to work and I'm gonna go pop out for a coffee, so I thought I'm just gonna do a really quick update and also tell you guys about 3 fragrances that I've been wearing constantly the past couple of months. I know it's August already. I don't know, it's pretty crazy how time just flies. Yeah, I just wanted to do a really quick shout out, like, hey guys, I'm still here. I'm gonna keep to my promise and let you guys know most used fragrance so far, my top 3. And you know, it came to me as a surprise as well, because I thought that I've always had a sweet tooth. You know, I've always liked sweeter fragrances and I've always liked heavier fragrances. But recently, I don't know, this year I've been going through a shit ton of freshies. I just like simpler things, simpler fragrance profiles that are non-offensive. Perhaps it's because of my job and I'm working in an office now. Just simpler, more palatable fragrances. So, segue into the first fragrance, Hermes L'Ambre de Merveilles. Whoa, check out. This is my fragrance when I went to Melbourne. It was wintertime at the time that I went there, which is quite recently. So the weather was pretty darn cold and I don't do well in cold weather at all. And I knew that I wanted something really cozy and warm, just really snuggly, kind of like a cashmere scarf. It smells expensive, but at the same time, it's still comforting and warm and not too austere. This is probably one of my favorite amber scents, and I do have quite a bit in my collection. Like, I thought that Grand Soir would be my ultimate amber scent. As in, I never reach for that as much as I reach for Hermes. I reach for Hermes all the time. Whenever I feel like I need a pick-me-up, I need some comforting. If I feel like I want something really sweet, but not too sweet, but still warm at the same time, I always go for this. This is definitely the sweetest fragrance that I have in my lineup of most worn fragrances, which I think is pretty crazy because I used to wear like really sweet stuff, you know, like, you know, black opium from YSL. Like, I used to love that shit, but now I'm preferring a more subtle and ethereal type of vibe, and this is one of my favorite fragrances. When I smell it, it just makes me so happy, and I really love it. And the second fragrance that I've been using a lot this year especially, I just got this fragrance and I've used it to death. It is Diptyque's Fleur de Peau. I think I did a really short first impression review of this. Safe to say, I am in love with this scent. And I didn't think I would love it as much because I'm like, this kind of smells like Febreze on crack. You know, I thought it just smelled clean, but it's such an expensive and sophisticated kind of clean. I don't know, it just smells like a millionaire's home. The dominant note is iris with a heavy dose of like musk, which I think is the combination that I seem to prefer quite a bit. By the way, the Diptyque sprayer is king. It's so good. It always shoots out an impressive amount of perfume every single time, and it disperses it in such a fine mist. I am obsessed with their mister. People might think that this is a little bit overpriced for what it is. It's a really creamy iris, but it's a very cold iris as well, and it kind of, if you first smell it, it kind of smells like fabric softener, but give it some time, let it kind of like sit on your skin a bit and catch whiffs of it throughout the day. It's actually a lot more complex than that. Sterile but still somehow inviting at the same time. I love wearing it after I have a shower because it makes me feel extra clean, but not in a refreshing citrus kind of way, but in a comforting, blanketing kind of way, and I love it. I used up a lot of it since I got it this year. I think like just a couple months ago, and I've used it so much. It's just so versatile, and you know what? It projects quite a bit. I've gotten some compliments with this. People said that it's like, what's that smell? It smells really good, and it's me. And you know, I don't project fragrances very well because I don't know, I think it's my body temperature or something, but I almost never project. But this actually, I managed to get a couple of compliments, and not only that, this lasts the whole day for me. And the trick is to spray it on your clothing, because I am generous with this and I spray all over my clothing, and it lasts through a work day for me easily, and I still can smell it. Maybe not as strong, but I definitely can get whiffs of it by the end of my work day, and that to me in the Singapore heat is good. It's just good. It's perfect for hot weather as well because it never feels too overbearing. Honestly, I will always have this fragrance in my collection. It's just my kind of dumb reach, I guess. It used to be Chanel No. 5 Low. I just love the note of iris so much that I always go for this. So yeah, my second most worn fragrance is Diptyque's Fleur de Peau. And finally, the most used fragrance in my entire collection is actually, again, not that exciting, but I thought I would just share with you anyway. It's from Eccentric Molecules, and it is the Eccentric 01. So not Molecule 01, Eccentric 01. And I've talked about this before, about how this is literally the perfect layering piece. I, as you can see, am almost halfway through this, and I love it to death. It is perfection in hot, humid weather like Singapore. So this is an actual fragrance, whereas I think Molecule 01 is just one molecule, one kind of like fragrance ingredient, which is the ISOE Super. This has a bunch of other notes in it, but the characteristic, as in the smell characteristic, is just really musky and irisy, slightly powdery, a little bit woody, like a woody musky scent. And it is amazing layered with anything that I own. Literally, I use it all the time to layer, but by itself, it is still it stands by itself as like a fragrance on its own, and that's what I love about it. When I can't think of anything to wear, or when I'm like rushing and I don't know what goes with my outfit, when I am late, which is clearly a lot of times, I will just grab for this and I just spray it everywhere. I smell good, it projects, it doesn't give me a headache because I'm quite anosmic to ISO-E Super, so I don't really smell it on me as much, but sometimes when I move I get whiffs of this really delicious kind of like woody, like warm kind of smell, and I'm just reminded that I'm wearing this scent and I love it so much. It is one of my favorites. I actually want to get another Eccentric molecule fragrance, and I think I might get, Eccentric 02, which is the ambroxan heavy one. Let me know if I got that right, but I tried it when I was in Melbourne and yo, dead ass, I freaking loved it. At first I was like, I kind of don't smell anything, like what is this? And then I stepped out in the cold and I went back into I think a restaurant or something, and I was like, what is this and what's this smell? It smells so good. Ha, bish, it was me. That's just what I mean about Eccentric molecules. They just have this way of just like sneaking up on you and just going like bam bam, like oh there you are, you know, there you are. Whereas I feel with some fragrances, I smell them all the time on me, so much so that it gets a little suffocating. In the hot weather, it's just not possible. The peekaboo nature of like this scent is one of my favorites, and it's my most used fragrance so far this year. I'm probably gonna run through, and this is 100 ml, y'all. I think I might pull the plug on that Eccentric 02 as well. That's it. I am in dire need of a coffee, so I'm definitely heading over to grab a flat white before I unfortunately have to get back to work. I just want to thank you guys for asking if I'm okay or whatever. It really means a lot to me, and if you guys want to, please follow me on Instagram. You get to have a sneak peek into where I work, what I do with my work, as well as just my day-to-day life. I'm always on Insta story all the time. I've been trying to make friends here. I know that sounds really sad, but I think you know that most of my friends are from the internet or not in Singapore, and I think I mentioned that in a past couple of videos. So I'm just trying to make some real actual friends here, and because of that, most of my free time is out kind of trying to make connections, trying to find some friends, trying to hustle here. That's probably why I haven't been able to like do as much as well. So just life, I guess, in general. But I just want to pop in, say hi, let y'all know what I've been loving currently, what I'm wearing a lot currently. And please excuse my messy, I literally just washed this hair, so excuse it. And the zero makeup situation, but you know, we are cool like that. I'm sure you guys will not judge me for the lack of makeup. And excuse me, can we just appreciate this shirt? That's right. Only the people who know will know where that's from. You know what I mean? Oh my god. Yeah. I'm a nerd. Well, that's it from me. I'ma see you guys next time. Bye.